is everyone, the moment we've all been waiting for. The Pursue a Career as a Care Worker in Japan online seminar is about to start.
楽しいです。全然寂しくないです。自分の心も温かいになります。
Hi, everyone. We thank you for participating in the Pursue a Career as a Care Worker in Japan online seminar. First of all, we would like to introduce ourselves. I'm Pinky, your host for today.
I am David, also your host for today.
I'm Irodori. Nice to meet you.
First of all, we would like to introduce about JICWELS. JICWELS is an organization supporting those who come to Japan from overseas to work as a caregivers through assistance from the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare of Japan. This seminar is also held as a subsidy project of the Japanese government. Today, we have a message from all of you from Mr. Yoshida of the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare regarding this seminar. Please watch this video.
皆さんこんにちは。私は厚生労働省社会援護局福祉基盤課福祉人材確保対策室長の吉田と申します。本日は日本で介護の仕事をしようオンライン説明会にご参加いただき誠にありがとうございます。このセミナーは日本の介護についてその仕事の考え方や内容、日本における介護人材の受け入れの仕組みなど、日本や介護の仕事の興味のある方に対して参考となる情報をお伝えするとともに、日本の介護の魅力について知っていただくため、日本政府が行うものです。今、日本では多くの高齢者が介護を必要としています。日本は高齢化社会を迎えており、日本の全人口の 30% 近くが65歳以上の高齢者となっています。そしてこの割合は今後さらに高くなることが予想されており、介護職はますます必要となると考えています。このような状況の中で、今年の9月時点で約5万人の外国人介護人材の方々が日本の各地で活躍していただいており、我が国にとって皆様の先輩方はなくてはならない存在となっています。先輩方は特定技能制度や技能実習制度などの仕組みを活用して入国し、活躍いただいています。今回のセミナーでは、日本で介護の仕事をするための制度や仕組みについても説明をします。その説明もよく聞いていただき、自分に合った制度を選んでいただきたいと思います。入国後、介護現場で働いている間に、日本の国家資格である介護福祉士の試験に合格すれば、長い間、日本で働くことが可能となります。介護福祉士になった皆さんの先輩方の中には、介護現場のリーダーとして活躍している方もいらっしゃいます。厚生労働省としては、この介護福祉士の資格試験合格のための学習支援や、普段の生活に困った時に相談ができる体制の整備など、皆さんのサポートを全力で行っています。 それから日本の介護現場で活躍している外国人の方がアンバサダーとして日本の介護の仕事や日本語学習等の役に立つ情報を SNS で発信してもらっています。皆さんの先輩になりますので、ぜひご覧になってみてください。本日のセミナーでは、実際に日本の介護の現場で活躍している先輩方も登壇されると聞いております。普段の仕事の様子のほか、日本での生活、日本に来る前に準備しておくべきことなどについてお話ししてくれるそうです。ぜひ参考としていただき、日本で働くことを考えてくれると嬉しいです。今日はよろしくお願いします。
Thank you very much. Also joining us for today's seminar are Filipinos working at the care facility in Japan. So there are two candidates who is working at Wago Aikoen in Shizuoka Prefecture. Please welcome Chen-sang and Mai-sang.
Hello everyone, I'm Cheng and I'm
Hi.
pleased to meet you.
Hi, Cheng. Hi, Mai.
Hi.
Thank you, Chen-sang and Mai-sang from Wago Aikoen. Let me introduce the schools from the Philippines that have joined us in this seminar. Filipinas Healthcare Workers Training Center, Emilio Aguinaldo College, and St. Paul University. Hi, everyone. Hi. Wave your hands. Nice meeting you. Hello po. Thank you for joining.
Thank you very much, everyone. Aside from you, we also have many viewers watching our Facebook and YouTube live streams today. We hope you'll stick with us until the end. We also have a survey at the end of the seminar, and we will send today's documents and materials to those who answer the survey so that they can go over them.
Thank you. So today, we will be conducting explanations while viewing the following slides. The agenda of today's seminar will be as follows. So please look forward to the many stories that you will be hearing about the care work in Japan, living in Japan, etc. And that is from your seniors who are actually already working in Japan. We hope that after today's seminar, more of you will be more interested in doing care work in Japan. So let's get things started with our first agenda entitled Care Work in Japan.
Pinky-san, can you tell us about what kind of job care work is?
Sure. Care work is the job of providing physical and mental support to the elderly, PWDs, and other individuals having difficulty going about their daily life activities alone, so that they can live a life on their own. And in particular, many elderly people are in need of care in Japan at the moment. Japan is facing declining birth rates and an aging population, and almost 30% of Japan's entire populations are elderly people above the age of 65. And this percentage is forecasted to increase further in the future. So these are the population pyramids of the Philippines and Japan.
So 30% of Japan's population are older than 65 years old. In the Philippines, people over the age of 65 amount to only around 5%.
Right.
Our countries are so different, aren't they?
That's right. Indeed, the average of age of residence is 24 years old in the Philippines, in contrast to Japan average of 48 years old. Family members used to take care of the elderly people before, but right now, Japan has a lot of elderly people and a few young people. So this makes it difficult for families and relatives to take care of their grandfathers and grandmothers. And because of this, the way of thinking in Japan now is for people in need to care to be supported by the entire society instead of only by their family and relatives. So, given these circumstances, Japan is in need of any individuals who will come to do work as a care work from abroad. So, in today's seminar, we would like to first introduce to you the characteristics of care work in Japan and what kind of job care work is.
What are the characteristics of care work in Japan?
At first, there are three key words for care work in Japan: maintaining of dignity, independence support, and individual care.
But what do these keywords mean?
Okay, for your easier understanding, please watch this video.
高野さん、どうぞ。どちら食べられますか？これでいいですか？はい。どうぞ。難しい。3、ご自分でできますか？できますか？できますよね。ちょっと箸はとか難しい？スプーンで食べる？すごいすごい。よし。開けた。
It looks like it will take a while for the user to eat. If it were me, I would try to help the user by spoon feeding them. It's faster that way, don't you think?
I agree, but however, although it may be possible to eat it quickly, it is not eaten at the user's pace. They are not eating the food in the order they wanted, right? So the care worker in this video does not prioritize efficiency, but rather prioritizes the patient's feelings when providing care. Just like us, each user has different preferences, and this should be respected. Respecting each person's different tastes, feelings, and valuing their individuality will help users maintain their dignity. Even in the previous video, users were asked to choose whether to eat with chopsticks or a spoon. They were asked to choose what they wanted to eat. In the Japanese way of care work, the aim is to have the patient do things that they can decide and do for themselves. And then by doing such assistance, they can gradually increase the things they can do. That is the concept of independent support. And of course, each user's mental and physical condition, what they are able to do differs. It is also important to provide individualized care according to that person's conditions.
I see. In the Philippines, care workers would try to help users with everything.
Yeah,
But in Japan, the image is of supporting users to be able to do things on their own.
it is right. People have the right to live their lives as individuals. A characteristic of Japanese care work is to provide the care while valuing the individual's personality.
Now I understand that taking into account the feelings of the person receiving care is part of care assistance. By the way, what kind of work is included in care work in Japan?
Mhm. Generally, they provide assistance shown on the slide. The main duties include meal assistance, dressing and undressing assistance, mobility assistance, bathing assistance, and excretion assistance. At the time, there are also things like communicating, watching over, keeping records of their conditions, and reporting. And now, let us hear from our seniors who's working at this facility at the present. Wago aiko en no Chen-sang, Mai-sang.
Yes, thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Regards po.
Yoroshiku.
Yoroshiku po. Kindly introduce yourselves.
Hi everyone, I'm Cheng. I'm from Zamboanga and I came to Japan last 2015. And I have been working at Wagwai Koen for 8 years already. And currently I'm a floor leader and also a unit leader. And I joined the Japan Club when I was in college. And then I learned a lot about Japan since then. That's why I really wanted to go to Japan. I'm pleased to meet you all today.
Yes, pleased to meet you.
Hi everyone, I'm Mai. I'm also from Zamboanga City, Philippines. Like Cheng, I came here in Japan last 2015 and have been working in this is Shisetsu, Wakwai Koen for 8 years also. Since last April, I also worked as a floor leader. And
For me, I love Japanese anime and Japanese songs. So that's my influence, yun ang influence ko. Why I wanted to go here in Japan. As well as gusto ko rin talagang mag-work dito and to learn their language. So it's pleased to meet you all.
Yeah. Pleased to meet both of you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too. Well, first of all, please tell us about Carework. What kind of users do you have in your facility?
Yes. Our users in the facility, meron sila parang mga reduced physical mobility function. And example, for those who cannot move their arms or legs already, mga paralyzed, half paralyzed na patients, meron po kaming ganon. And then those who are unable to swallow or chew food properly. And mostly po talaga sa kanila is with dementia.
Oh, but what is dementia like?
Dementia is like these people are having memory loss problem compared to a healthy person, di ba tayo po wala po mga problema in terms of memory loss, but sila po they can't remember almost everything. And then example, anong nakain nila for today and yesterday, ulit-ulit din ang tatanungin sa'yo, anong kakainin ko for today, even though kumain na sila. And then also nakakalimutan din nilang ma-remember na ginawa na nila itong mga things na ito. And then also it's very difficult for them to care for these patients at home. That's why they are being placed in these nursing facilities po.
I see. But users living in a care facility can feel safe knowing that they will be taken care of by professionals like you.
That's right.
But what kind of work do staff do at a care facility?
Yes. In my workplace, I usually start working at 8:30. And then from 8:30, we will provide oral care. Yung magtutoothbrush po kami. Papasok kami doing toothbrushing sa mga patients namin. And then sa mga gusto pong matulog, we will assist them in lying down. And then after assisting lying down, we also prepared them for diaper changing. Mag-diaper changing po kami. And then after that, around 11:30 or 11, we will prepare them for their lunchtime na po. Papagisingin namin po ulit sila, yung mga nakatulog sa kanilang kanya-kanyang kwarto. Then kakain na sila ng lunchtime. And then after lunchtime, around 2:30 to 3:30, papakainin na sila ng merienda. They have snack time. Or yung mga iba pong other staffs, they usually put our patients, magpapaligo po. Meron po kaming mga bathtubs, yes. Bath time nila, papaligo. And then usually we will end our shift around 4 to 5 p.m. by papatuligin na namin sila again or papagisingin na naman ulit for dinner, yes, for dinner. And then we will end talaga po ang trabaho namin by writing records na po sa computer or yes. And creating a care plan, yes, care plan po.
Yes. So what is this care plan that you're talking about? Can you explain about it?
Yes, dito po kasi sa Japan, in every Japanese care facilities, we have this recording or what we call care plan. So nakasalit po dito yung individual care na pinoprovide po namin sa mga users namin. Particularly yung needs nila, everyday needs nila, mga assistance na kailangan po nila. Yes, and during sa creating po ng care plan o paggawa po ng care plan, we always make sure po na to give importance and to value the patient's right, yung condition ng user namin, yung lifestyle nila, and also we confirm the user's wishes at the same time po yung family po in creating a care plan. So kahit na po may dementia po sila or may mga sakit na po sila, we take into consideration po yung pagiging human as a human being po nila, and we implement yung respect po. We treat them with respect, ganun po. Siguro po medyo mahirap pong intindihin as a Filipino po because dyan po sa Philippines kasi we have our family members po to take care of us. Pero yung care plan naman po is parang yung idea po is the same po ng pag-take care po natin sa mga kamag-anak natin, sa mga lolo at lola natin po dyan sa Philippines. So I think po na yung method of care po nila dito is very what you call that, yung synchronized po, na parang they always take into consideration po yung preference ng family, ng users, at saka yung conditions po nila. So I think care plan is a very good method po of care dito sa Japan. Yun po.
And I think that it's really great that the users are still being respected as human beings, no matter how old they get, no matter the conditions they are in.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
what is it like inside a care facility?
Yes. This is the photo of the living room. My living room, living room and corridor. Ito po yung bedroom nila. Yeah, that's yung corridor. Then yung bedroom. Yung saan pa sila natutulog. Each pa talaga silang merong bedroom. Each individual, they have their bedroom. Then the next is we have the restroom. Ito po yung toilet. As you can see, may mga may nakakabit ba sa wall na mga, what do you call this? Buttons for their washlet. Dati po kasi di ba bidet? Ito po walang bidet. Yan po ang bidet nila.
Oh,
And then, yes, may mga machine toilets. Yes. High-tech po sila dito. And then yung bathroom, yes. And this is the living room, the dining room, saan sila kakain. Yes, saan po sila kumakain. This is the dining room.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yes po. This is the bathroom, saan po sila papaligo. Because the Japanese people, they usually take a bath in a bathtub. Hindi po sila pwede walang bathtub. It's part of their culture kasi. That is the bathtub, as you can see. And may mga special chairs din po kami dyan as na naka-prefer per sa condition po ng patient. Yes, papaligo namin sila dyan. Yes.
Wow. You know, it's actually my
Amazing.
first time seeing a
Yeah.
Japanese care facility.
Same.
And recently po, there are also showers na nagpo-produce po ng bubbles.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Shower with bubbles.
Yeah, showers with bubbles. Soap bubbles.
Oh.
Na lang po sa body nila, and after the stay po for a while.
It's nice.
I see that you're both working in a very nice place, you know, very high tech, very state of the art, very spacious. And the fact that you two are active as floor leaders there, I can't imagine how very hard you've both worked.
That's right.
What difficulties did you face when you started working in Japan?
Yes, ako po, I had never worked as a caregiver po before. That's why when I started working here in Japan, I had a strained back po. Yan po, napaka-importante po talaga ang ating katawan sa pag-work. It was very difficult po talaga when I had back pain. And then, I need to assist people in excretion care, magpa-change po ng diaper, tapos papakain all day long. And noon po, napapagod po ako nung una. And yes. And then, we call this, do you know what's body mechanics? Yung parang, it's how you move properly yung body nyo. If hindi kami marunong move properly yung body namin, parang we feel pain after that. That's why, napaka-importante po talaga ang body mechanics here in working as a caregiver. Yes.
In my case naman po, I studied nursing and worked as a nurse po dyan sa Philippines. At first po talaga, may idea naman po ako, but medyo na-surprise po ako sa yung pag-handle po ng excretion, yung mga bibig po, yung mga stool, ganun. Nung una po, I know kung ano talaga yung work na napasok ko. But still, during that time, medyo nahirapan po ako doon mag-adjust. And sa case ko naman po talaga, siguro yung naging main problem ko po is yung communication po. Yung Japanese. Medyo nag-struggle po talaga ako. Though nag-study naman po talaga kami ng Japanese for 6 months sa Philippines and 6 months rin po dito sa Japan. But still, iba pa rin po talaga yung ka sa society po, yung makipag-usap ka ganun sa mga ka-worker ko, ganun. So, in my case po siguro, communication with my other staff as well as yung sa mga matatanda, especially sa mga dementia po.
Yes.
Struggle po ako sa communication sa Japanese language.
Yes. And me, when I first started, it's like, di ba masakit na nga yung likod ko. I was like crying every day talaga. Napakahirap talaga sa akin. Yes.
So, adjustment phase.
Yes.
In my case naman po, hindi naman po ako umiyak. Wala naman pa akong crying moments din. Pero, siguro yun nga po, medyo nahirapan po talaga akong makipag-communicate sa kanila. So, more on, tinitignan ko na lang po yung yung gestures nila, ganun. But still, it was really hard. It was difficult for me.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, working abroad can be difficult at first, right? But how are your jobs now as care workers?
Siguro yung una po talaga, it was really hard kasi yung may adjustment phase pa po, katulad ng sabi ko po kanina. But ngayon po, enjoy ko naman po yung work ko. Kasi po, masarap kausap yung mga matatanda. I mean, nag-e-enjoy ako makipag-interact sa kanila kasi though may dementia po sila, mababait po kasi yung mga matatanda po namin dito eh. They're really kind. Though sometimes meron po silang mga, what you call that, parang tantrums, parang ganon. Medyo pag tinatake po sila ng dementia, ganon. Medyo nakakalimot sila. Medyo nagagalit din po sila, ganon. So, during those times naman po, medyo mahirap. But, more or less, na-enjoy ko naman po yung makikipag-usap sa inyo. Kasi po, ano po sila dito eh, very kind, yung marespeto, tapos pag may konti ka ng, may ginawa ka na lang konti sa kanila, magte-thank you na sila agad, ganun. Tapos, hindi lang po yung mga matatanda, but also the family members din po. Very, very, parang masyado silang thankful, ganun, sa mga little things na ginawa namin for taking care of their family members, ganun. And for me naman talaga, stories nila po, ng mga matatanda. Napaka
stories.
And nakaka-enjoy po.
Ako naman po, aside from taking care of my patients, masaya po ako ngayon dahil sa mga kapwa ko pong Japanese staff members. Bakit po? Because at first, when some Japanese people said na, ay, first time namin makipag-work sa foreigner, parang na-feel ko una, ay, parang cold man to sila, ganyan. But I felt uneasy po nung una. But then now, they see me as one of their members po talaga sa workplace. And then, lahat po ng sinasabi ko, lahat po ng gagawin ko, they recognize me as part of their team. That's why I feel very happy about it, yes. And then also, ako din po, I used to think that Japanese people were cold at first. But then, now, nag-adjust na rin kami. Eventually, I came to understand na ang bait po talaga nila. Sobra. Like, every day, dalilan ka ng something sa workplace. Dalilan ka ng mga foods. Yan. Tatanong talaga sila sa everyday, kumusta ka ngayon? Mayroon ka bang problema? Like, yes, they are very concerned po talaga. Yes. And yun po, communication talaga is with our mga kapwa pong staff is very, very, very important for me. Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah, because the Japanese and Filipino people each have our own different cultures and
That's right.
characteristics, right?
That's
So
right.
we just have to like get to know each other and adapt to each other so that we can work together.
Yeah.
Now let's take a look at a video of what care work is actually like. Video お願いします。
おいしあさこさん、今おいくつですか？
あんまよく知らない。
104歳ですか？すごいですね。お元気ですか？
はい、まあ今のとこはね、
そうです。
ちょくちょくずっとこあるけどね。
ね、ご飯もちゃんと食べられてるのでね、
そう
よかったですね。
そうですね。
あとは今日はいい天気ですね。
そうね。
ね、そうですね。後でお散歩一緒に行きましょうね。
そうですね。
San, that user was 104 years old.
Yes, and she's very doing well.
Wow.
104.
Nice to hear.
Yeah.
すごい。
Next picture.
Next picture, please.
Next
Hi.
picture, please.
Ay,
Oh,
next picture, please.
it's Mayang.
Si
Mayang, is
Maichan.
that you?
Opo.
Wow, ang ganda naman. Ano
Um,
yan?
During po yan, yung Christmas
Hmm.
po, last year po,
I see.
Philippine ornaments po, nag-create po ako ng parol, ganon, for Christmas.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh,
Ay, ang ganda.
I tried to, I tried to make
Wow.
Philippine parol to showcase po din po ng ang culture po natin.
I'm sure they really like that, right?
Yes, po kasi it's part of what we call recreation po, part of our job here in as a care worker po. We pinapagawa po namin sila ng mga iba't ibang mga origami po ganon. Kasama paper foldings po. Para po ma-improve yung quality of life nila, para po ma-move nila yung mga body, yung mga kamay nila para hindi po tumigas ganun po.
So nice.
So, it's a recreation, call that recreation. We try to create something together with the patient po ganun. So in my case po, I tried to make that parol po to showcase na rin po yung Filipino culture po natin, which di ba mahilig naman po talaga tayo sa Christmas and
Nice.
decoration.
Galing.
So yun po.
Very good naman.
And we saw that, Mai-san, you're really good at making things. And both of you seem to have fun at your work together. Is there anything that you think aspiring care workers should be prepared for before going to Japan?
Yes, for me, I think you need to study po talaga Japanese. Kasi po, here in Japan, almost everything is in Japanese. Especially yung mga patients namin, hindi sila marunong mag-English, other language, Japanese po talaga, yes. So, yun po.
In my case naman po, siguro, it is better po siguro kung may idea po kami yung pumunta po dito. In our case po na about care work po dito po sa Japan po. Kasi parang yung idea ko po or yung knowledge ko regarding care working job po dito sa Philippines po is medyo iba po rin siya pagdating po namin dito sa Japan. So I think kung natuto po siguro ako ng regarding kung ano ang care working job dito sa Japan, I think I was able to prepare more mentally and emotionally siguro.
Yeah, so everyone, please learn as much as you can about Japanese care work in the seminar, okay?
That's right.
And Mai-san, what are the difference between care work in the Philippines and in Japan, as you've mentioned?
So dyan po kasi sa Philippines po, di ba po, wala po tayong nursing home.
Wala masyado, no?
Wala masyado po, di ba? So,
ilan lang.
yung mga matatanda po natin, tayo po ang nag-aalaga po sa bahay, or if they tend to get sick, we bring them to the hospital, and family or care worker or mga nurses po ganun ang nagte-take care po sa mga matatanda natin. But here po sa Japan po, they have this facility po, nursing facilities po, which provides mental, emotional, physical, and including nutritional support po. Siguro at first it was medyo nanibago ako kasi dyan po kasi sa Philippines tayo po kung family po ang nagte-take care.
True. Totoo naman.
Opo. So pero po dito po kasi sa Japan medyo I think na part na rin po nung yung sinabi kanina ni Ma'am Pinky na yung population po nila medyo so yung mga bata po nila nag-work na po, so wala na pong nagte-take care sa matatanda po nila, di ba po? So they don't have any choice, kahit gusto man lang alagaan, they don't have a choice, they don't have any choice po, kaya they put their family members in a care facilities. But still, I think it's a good thing kasi po, niisip pa rin po nila yung family nila. So they still want that person to be respected, to be supported or provided. So parang hindi man kaya ng family nila na bigyan sila ng support. So we are here to take care of them, parang ganun po.
I see. That's very good. And thank you for sharing your knowledge and experience with us. Now I would like to ask the two of you about your goals for your futures.
For me, I would like to teach pa more foreigners or other staff members in the future. And talagang gusto ko pa talaga po mag-work talaga dito sa Japan.
Mm.
Yes.
That's good.
Because there are
That's
many good things about caregiving here in Japan. Yes.
Ako naman po, napapansin ko po na marami na pong mga foreigners ang pumupunta po dito sa Japan to work here sa Japan po. So, kung given a chance po, ang gusto ko rin po talagang maka-help dun sa mga foreigners na yon. Why? Because eventually po kasi pag tumanda na rin po yung mga di ba po, mga foreigners like us, na there's a possibility rin po na ipasok din po sila sa facility. And though nandito po tayo sa Japan na hindi naman po lahat ng foreigners marunong mag-Japanese. So
Totoo.
I want to be someone who can help them like parang to help them makipag-usap po pag hindi nila po ma-express yung self po nila, parang ganun po. So I want to support those people like us who came here just to parang ganun work. Kasi kami rin po kasi at first na feel namin yung nag-anxious po kami. Ganun. So kung hindi kami naiintindihan. So ganun po. Gusto ko pang makahelp doon. And also, ever since po, gusto ko na rin po kasi talaga dito mag-work.
Nice to hear that.
I see. So you'd be helping future batches so they won't experience the difficulties that you faced, right? That's very nice. Thank you very much for your wonderful stories. And although care work can be difficult at times, it seems to be very rewarding for you too.
Yeah.
So we have also spoken to Mai-san and Chen-san superior, Jin Nai-san, in advance. So if you want to know what Japanese care workers think about us foreigners, let's watch the following video to find out. Jinai-san, お願いします。
和合愛公園の陣内レイヤです。チェンさん、マイさんと一緒に働いています。よろしくお願いします。まず、法人として受け入れたきっかけは、国際貢献であったりとか、外国人の視点を取り入れつつ、介護の質を上げていくこと、日本の人材不足を見据えて受け入れることにしました。実際フィリピンのお二人はとても明るくてですね、職場がとても明るくなっています。また、二人は今年の4月からリーダーになり、とてもよく頑張ってくれています。二人ともとても頼れる存在です。日本語や介護の知識を学ぼうという意欲もとてもよく見られますし、仕事もしっかりこなしてくれています。時間やルールも守れており、介護士としての技術も上がってきていると感じます。本人たちは日本語に自信がないとよく言われるんですけれども、こちらからは問題ないと感じています。私はマイさんと一緒に働いていますが、手先がとても器用で、レクリエーションの時も折り紙やフィリピンの飾りを作ってくれました。利用者さんからも頼れる存在、安心できる存在という声をよく耳にします。あとですね、日本人にはない感覚で、職場の風通しを良くしようと、何でも意見しやすい環境にしようと、環境づくりにも取り組んでくれています。主に就労開始時の研修であったりとか、職場内での OJT、日本語の勉強会の開催を行っています。生活面に関しては、住居の手配、行政の手続きのサポート、病気をした時の受診の付き添いを行っています。あとは、定期的に面談を行って不安なく働いてもらえるよう問題解決や対策をしています。ぜひ外国人だからこその視点を生かしてレベルアップを目指し前向きに働いてもらえると嬉しいです。外国の方のレベルアップは施設のレベルアップにもつながっていきますし、何よりまず日本を好きになっていただいて、ずっと日本で働き続けていただけたらと願っています。
Jinnai-san, ありがとうございます。
Arigatou gozaimasu. We hope you all understand about caregiving work in Japan. So, nag-interesado na ba kayo? Have you all been interested to work as a care worker? Hopefully.
I'm sure they have.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes, I'm sure. So now it's time to learn how they can actually work as care workers in Japan.
Yes, now let's explain. So from now on, let's take a look at the systems that you can use when coming to Japan. Many Filipinos currently play active roles in Japanese care facilities. So there are 4 main programs for doing care work in Japan. So we will go over these 4 programs one by one. They all have several characteristics, so please check which programs would be best suited for you. First of all, we have the student visa and the nursing care or Kaigo visa in Japan. There are also many foreigners studying in educational institutions such as Japanese language schools, vocational schools, and universities. The student visa is the status of residence for the purpose of studying in schools. It is also possible to work part-time while studying in school. Some people work part-time in care facilities. What you have to keep in mind is that foreigners residing in Japan as foreign students may not work part-time for more than 28 hours a week except during long holidays. So please be careful of sweet promises from agents recommending studying in Japan by advertising that you can pay off your tuition, send money home, and more just by working part-time. You will take the national licensure exam for certified care workers under studying in a Japanese language school for 1 year to 2 years, then studying in a school vocational school to study care work for 2 years. It is common to change one's visa to nursing care and work as a certified care worker after passing the national licensure exam and acquiring the national license for certified care worker. Some LGUs and care facilities offers scholarship to foreign students studying in Japanese language schools or vocational schools. Thoroughly check beforehand whether or not you need to pay back what is being referred to in Japan as scholarship money, or if you do not need to pay it back, but you must work in the care facility for a certain number of years. First, please try to look for a school you would like to study in.
Next, I will be explaining about the Technical Intern Training Program. The Technical Intern Training Program is a program that aims to have its trainees acquire skills in Japan and use those skills in their respective countries. Under this program, trainees may work for up to 5 years in Japan. Under the Technical Intern Training Program, you will take a pre-entry course that includes Japanese language classes for at least 2 months or more before coming to Japan. After coming to Japan, you will first take the post-entry course and undergo practical training at your receiving facility for 1 year as a Technical Intern Trainee 1. And if your skill level meets the requirements, you may continue practical training at your receiving facility for 2 more years as a Technical Intern Trainee 2. If both the receiving facility and the Technical Intern Trainee are deemed of excellent status, you could stay in Japan for 2 more years as a Technical Intern Trainee 3. However, only a few cases have qualified to stay as a Technical Intern Trainee 3, and it is more common for trainees to undergo training for a total of 3 years until Technical Intern Trainee 2. For you to take part in the Technical Intern Training Program and do care work in Japan, you will first have to choose a sending agency from within the Philippines. When choosing a sending agency, check and compare multiple agencies and be aware of what kind of training programs or support each of them has to offer. Furthermore, the Japanese government is currently holding investigative meetings to review the Technical Intern Training Program. Please keep in mind that the program might change in the future. Next, I will explain about the Specified Skilled Worker Program. This program was created to receive work-ready foreigners with certain specialized knowledge and skills as a means to address the severe lack of manpower within Japan. Using the Specialized Skilled Worker Program, you may work for a total of 5 years. In order to work at a care facility under the Specialized Skilled Worker Program, you need to pass the Nursing Care Skills Evaluation Test, the Nursing Care Japanese Language Evaluation Test, in either N4 or higher of the JLPT, or the Japan Foundation Test for Basic Japanese. Later, a representative from the Japan Foundation will also be explaining about the Japan Foundation Test for Basic Japanese, along with some study methods for the Japanese language. These tests can be taken from within the Philippines, in Manila, Cebu, and Davao. You will also be bombarded with all sorts of information when looking for a job under the Specialized Skilled Worker Program. In particular, many participants choose their care facilities after receiving recommendations via Facebook, etc. But please make your decision after thoroughly checking and comparing their conditions and job descriptions, all right? Now, please try to look for sending agencies if you want to be a specialized skilled worker.
Okay. Finally, I will explain about the EPA. This program is a government-to-government program based on the Economic Partnership Agreement, or EPA, entered into by the Philippine and Japanese governments. The first batch came to Japan in 2009. The purpose of the EPA is for participants to acquire the national license for certified care workers by undergoing training to pass the national licensure exam for certified care workers while working in a facility. The conditions for participating in the EPA as a care worker candidates are: first, you have to be graduated from a nursing school college in the Philippines or graduated college in the Philippines and are a certified NC2 caregiver. EPA care worker candidates are deployed once a year. When the time comes, information regarding applications will be posted at the DMW website, or former POEA. Please check the DMW website for the necessary procedures for application. Care worker candidates who have been chosen for employment under the EPA program will undergo Japanese language training for 6 months in the Philippines and 6 months in Japan before working in a care facility. Participants will not bear any expenses for the Japanese language training as it will be shouldered by the government. Because the EPA program's purpose is for candidates to pass the Japanese national licensure exams for certified care workers while working in a care facility, it also has robust Japanese language training, educational support for passing the licensure exam, etc., even after they come to Japan. And after acquiring the national license for certified care workers, you are expected to work as a leader in the care facility. And that ends of our explanation. And the main program for doing care work in Japan ends here. Yes.
So, Pinky-san, there are 4 programs to be able to go to Japan as care workers. But how are each of them actually different?
Well, the main differences are in their purpose and conditions for participation. And please apply thoroughly understanding them.
That's right. We would like you to thoroughly collect information beforehand to be able to do good work in Japan, in a Japanese care facility under a program that suits you.
Yes. And in addition to that, regardless of which of the 4 programs we just explained, you come to Japan if you pass the national licensure exam for certified care worker. You can acquire the national license for certified care workers and change your status or residence to the nursing care visa. With the nursing care visa, you can live in Japan continuously and even bring your family, your spouse, your children, and you can live in Japan as long as you continue to work as a care worker. And also, you can apply for permanent residency in Japan, and after a certain amount of time and meeting the certain requirements, you can live there as long as you want.
So, Pinky-san, you mentioned the national license for certified care workers. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, sure. Care work is considered a specialized occupation in Japan. So there is also a national certified for certified care workers. When you became a certified care worker, your knowledge and skills in care work will be recognized by the government. And as a professional, we can earn the trusts of the users and their families. In order to obtain the national license for care workers, you must pass the national licensure exam. In order to take the national licensure exam for care workers, you must gain 3 years of practical experience as a care worker and complete a certain level of training. If you meet the requirements, you can take the national licensure exam for care workers. So, if you want to obtain the national license for care workers, please give it a try. And in addition to that, those who have obtained the national license for care workers will be able to obtain a nursing care visa and work in Japan for an unlimited period of time, as well as have your spouse and your children to come to Japan and live with them.
Wow, it would be nice to be
Mm.
able to live with your family in Japan.
That's true. So, for those who wants to obtain the national license for care workers, take this chance and why not give it a try, right?
Exactly. But
Mhm.
Pinky-san, how much are care workers paid in Japan?
Interesting question, huh? Okay. First, when you work as a care worker in Japan, you must do the same work at the care facility. You are guaranteed to receive the same salary as the Japanese staff working in Japan. So in Japan, in addition to that salary, accepting facilities provide a variety of support to people who come from overseas to work as a care worker, such as arranging housing and providing opportunities to learn Japanese.
That's all good, Pinky-san, but
Mhm.
I'm actually interested in the amount of salary that they receive.
Yeah, I know they're interested also to know that. Yeah. So now let's look at how much care worker in Japan are paid. This survey was from 2021 of the salaries of foreigners working as a care worker under the system. So the monthly salary ranges from 56,000 to 74,000, which was the highest at 48.8%, followed by 37,000 to 56,000 at a 21.6%, and 75,000 to 94,000 at 18.3%.
Pinky-san, these are in pesos, right?
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Sorry.
Mm.
Yeah, it is.
What does everyone spend their money on, though?
Well, most of them send money to their home.
I see. And how much do they usually send home?
Well, it depends. No? About the survey, the amount of remittances among people who send money to their home countries were found that 19,000 to 38,000 highest remittance amount per month. I'm sorry, that the highest remittance amount per month was 19,000 to 38,000 yen.
Pesos.
I'm sorry, peso. And at that is 49.9%, followed by 19,000 pesos at 34.3%.
I see. So, it's very Filipino to want to send
Mm.
money home. But also, Japan is quite a big country.
Mhm.
Does the salary amount differ depending on the region?
Yes, it is. Salaries tend to be higher in the cities in the rural areas. So this is because living in a city costs more than living in rural area. So sometimes it might be better to work at the facility in a rural area than to work at the facility in the city. So you may be able to send more money home than if you were to work in a facility in the city.
I see. So, in choosing a place to work, you should not only consider the salary, but also consider your living expenses.
That's right. That's right. And rent is particularly higher in urban areas. So when choosing a facility to work, don't just look at the salary, but also consider the cost of housing. Pay attention on whether or not you will have living allowances aside from your salary. So also in Japan, taxes and social insurance are deducted from your salary before it is handed over to you. So you can imagine that that is around 20% will be deducted in taxes and in social insurances.
I see.
So far, we have explained about the characteristics and contents of care work in Japan. So although there may be some difficult points, I hope that you were able to gain an understanding of care work.
Now then, let's ask your seniors to tell us about life in Japan.
Mm.
Chen-san, Mai-san.
Yes.
Hi again.
Hi again.
Yeah.
Please tell us about something you enjoy about living in Japan.
Yes, Japan is very beautiful, right? It's really nice to be able to travel around Japan because Japan has four seasons. They have summer, fall, winter, and autumn
Yeah.
and spring.
Mhm.
Yes, and then yes,
Yes. And the other day we went to Kamikochi. It is a very beautiful place.
Oh, Kamikochi. Is it possible to go there by train?
Yes, it's possible to go there by train, but during that time we went there using Cheng's car. This one, yes.
Oh, so you were driving in Japan. It's nice to
Yes.
be able to go to many different places, I suppose, by your car.
Mm.
What do you do during your days off?
Me, I usually go for a drive or watch Netflix.
Oh,
Me, since I enjoy reading manga, I usually read manga in Japanese or the Japanese comics, yes.
I
wow.
see. So, meron ba kayong recommended place when you going to Japan?
I would like to hear about this.
Yeah.
Yes, recommended place, Kyoto.
Mm.
Kyoto because
Very
Kyoto is
popular.
really beautiful and you can really mafe-feel nyo talaga yung Japanese vibe sa Kyoto. And for those people who likes nature tripping or yung mga bundok-bundok, Kamikochi. Kamikochi is highly recommended, yes.
Wow, ang ganda. It's really beautiful, no? Isn't
Yeah.
it? And meron bang church dyan?
Yes, there is a Catholic church. Yes, and then we usually go there every third Sunday of the month. Yes.
I
Yes.
see.
And aside from yung mga magagandang tanawin, yung pagkain po dito sa Japan, masarap po talaga.
Very oishi.
Very oishi. Personally po, ako gusto ko po talaga ng ramen. Usually, kumakain po kami, nagda-dine out pa kami once a week po.
Yes.
Ganun po siya kasarap.
Masarap. Authentic ramen.
Yes. And aside from ramen po, meron din po sila ditong soba and yung tinatawag po namin na tonkatsu or pork cutlet po. Yes. Napakasarap po talaga.
Wow, nakakaingit naman. They're able to eat like legit Japanese food, right?
So
But do you also eat Filipino cuisine?
Yes, we also cook Filipino cuisines here. Meron po kasi ditong supermarket na nagbebenta po ng mga, yes, ito pong nasa picture, mga Filipino products din po. Recently po, nagbebenta din po sila ng puso ng saging, ng saging saba.
Saging saba.
O yung mga tapos yung mga condiments din po. Very accessible na din po talaga. And recently po, may na-discover po kami yung dugo ng baboy.
Wow,
Binibenta
masarap
na rin
sa dinuguan yan.
Opo.
Dinuguan.
Para po pang dinuguan po. Before po wala pa po yan eh. Pero recently po, nagbebenta na rin po sila. So, kung ano naman po, yung mga ingredients po, meron na din pong binibenta dito, very accessible. At pag ayaw naman din po namin magluto, meron din ditong mga Filipino restaurants po. Masarap din do. Though medyo expensive, pero why not?
Yes.
Masarap. Pag nagka-crave po.
Wow, ang sarap naman dyan. Parang gusto ko na rin tumira dyan sa Japan.
Hindi ka naman
parang ang sarap. Yeah. So now, Chen-sang, Mai-sang, could you give us a final message para sa ating mga participants in this seminar?
Yes, everyone. First, you really need to learn Japanese po talaga because yes, like what I've said earlier, lahat po dito is almost Japanese kasi. So learning Japanese is very important. And then second is work, life, and balance is very important. Kahit saan po tayo pumunta, di ba po? We need to enjoy at the same time we work for our benefit na din po yon. And then third, lastly is ang mga patients po talaga sa Japanese patients are really kind as well as the staff members. That is why caregiving in Japan is really fun for me. Yes. Yes.
In my case naman po, katulad po ng kanina ko po lagi pong sinasabi, I think importante po talaga before tayo pumunta dito, yung mental and emotional preparation po talaga. Siguro naman po kahit dyan naman po talaga sa Pilipinas po or any parts of the world po na magtrabaho po tayo, wala naman din po talagang trabaho na madali lang talaga po. Halos lahat naman po talaga ng work is very mahirap din po talaga. Same lang din po dito, but in our case po siguro it's medyo madali pong magtrabaho po siguro dito. First po siguro with Kaya nagsabi ni Cheng po, yung mga workmates po namin, ganon, yung mga matatanda, very madali po silang makasundo po ganon. And second is, kaya din nagsabi niya kanina, kailangan po talaga natin ng i-balance po ang work po natin and yung personal life po natin. So, dito naman po sa Japan, hindi naman po ganun kahirap kasi maraming magagandang lugar na pasyalan, mga pagkain na masasarap. So, I think yun po ang message ko. Yes.
Thank you very
Thank you very
much.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Chen-san and Mai-san.
Together,
Even I want to live in Japan and go shopping and eat Japanese food. Wait, what are you doing?
Sorry. Bigla. So, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. I'm Japanese, but I speak Tagalog.
What? You can speak Tagalog?
Oo. Tuturuan ko po kayo ng isang sentence ng wikang Hapon today. So, okay. So kami, tumutulong ako sa mga tao nagke-carework sa Japan gamit ang Tagalog at Ingles. Kaya, huwag kayong mag-alala kasi pwede pa rin kayong humingi ng tulong sa Tagalog o Ingles kahit nasa Japan na kayo.
Yun naman pala. But I think it would still be good if you learn Japanese before going to Japan.
So I teach you a Japanese phrase today. So everyone, do you know what is this?
I've seen it before, but I don't think I know what it's called.
Cute naman, di ba?
Mm.
Hindi. So if you see something in a shop and you are not familiar with it, and you want to know what it is, this is what you ask the salesperson in Japanese. これは何ですか? It's a phrase you use when you want someone to tell you about something you are not familiar with. You can use it during trip or work place, so you say something this to answer. So ハリンバーはこれは何ですか? So answer is something this. So for example, kanina, kokeshi. Kokeshi desu. Kokeshi is a Japanese doll, manika. So please say it after me, sabay-sabay. これは何ですか?
これは何ですか?
Ay, ulit.
これは何ですか?
これは何ですか?
Oh, galing. So you can speak Japanese right? So let's try to use it. Okay, so someone in the venue will be handing some Japanese items. So please ask me これは何ですか when you receive it. So let's start with Emilio Aguinaldo College. Jonathan. Hello. Okay, so what's your name?
I am Nicole Alay.
Nicole-san. So please ask me what this is.
それは何ですか?
Oh, おちょこです. Ang galing. So you can use Japanese. So ochoko is using for drinking sake. Do you know it? Ochoko.
Sake is Japanese wine, right?
Yeah, sure. You like? Okay. So please next. So come to the camera. Hello, what's your name? Ina-san, hi. So please ask me.
それは何ですか?
Oh,
Nice.
紙風船です. Galing, galing. Kamihuse is paper balloon. So children use it for playing.
Mhm.
Okay, so even if there is something you don't understand in Japan, you can ask about it. So thank you very much, Nicole-san and Ina-san. Thank you. So 画面の切り替えお願いします。So next is Filipinas Healthcare Workers Training Center. So Faye-san.
Yes, I am. This student is challenging. Konnichiwa.
Wow, konnichiwa.
What am I speaking a little bit Japanese?
Oh.
Konnichiwa, Nancy des.
Nancy. Your
Yes,
name is Nancy. So Nancy-san.
Yeah, representing the caregiving batch.
Okay. Thank you, Nancy-san. So now I will ask you what is displayed on the screen. So please answer. これは何ですか?
Jeepney des.
Oh, really jeepney です。Yeah, すごい amazing. So you can speak Japanese.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Okay, 画面の切り替えお願いします。
Everyone, now that you have learned a Japanese phrase, I'm sure you'd want to study Japanese more. Next, Nui-san from the Japan Foundation Manila Cultural Center will introduce some tools for studying Japanese. Let's all welcome Nui-san.
Minasan, konnichiwa. 大丈夫ですかね。皆さん、こんにちは。Magandang hapon po sa lahat. My name is Nui Kaori. My name is Kaori Nui from the Japan Foundation Manila. Nice to meet you all. よろしくお願いします。So today, we will introduce to you a Japanese language learning material called Irodori. Irodori is coursebook type Japanese language learning material produced by the Japan Foundation. Irodori has a total of 3 books: Starter, Pink Book, Elementary 1, Orange, and Elementary 2, Yellow. As the name Japanese for Life in Japan suggests, it was created to meet the needs of those who go to Japan to work and live. What does Irodori mean? It means colorfulness. We hope this learning material makes your life colorful and joyful. So, では皆さん、So let's think about this question. If you are going to visit Japan, what would you like to be able to do in Japan using Nihongo? どうですかね? はい。Maybe you want to order at the restaurant. You want to ask where to take the train and where the comfort room is located, etc. The Irodori series use can-do statement to describe what kind of communication you will be able to achieve using Nihongo in various situations and topics in Japan. And these are the goal of the study. Let's take a look at the examples of can-do for each level in Irodori books. I will give you a minute. Please read through them. Can you read all? For example, if you are using Starter, Pink Book, you will be able to introduce yourself simply by saying your name, hometown, etc. You can look at the menu of a fast food restaurant and know what kind of food and drinks are available. For elementary, orange and yellow, you can call into the office to report absence or tardiness. You can understand what has happened when you hear news and announcement about disaster, etc. The goal of the study is to learn what is necessary for daily life in Japan. What you learn with Irodori will be immediately useful and practical. If you study all 3 Irodori books, you will have the basic Japanese communication skills you need to live and work in Japan. To practice for the real-life situation, Irodori has many activities. There are 4 types of activities, which is speaking, listening, reading, writing. For example, in reading and writing activities, authentic materials are used such as posters, restaurant menus, signs, and SNS. Looking at these materials, you might think they seem difficult. However, these are so many things you cannot read and understand in real life. Especially when you are in a foreign country, actually you don't need to understand everything. You need to find something necessary for you among the things you don't understand. That helps you a lot when you visit Japan. In Irodori, you can train yourself with the question to be asked. One of the features of Irodori is that everything is available free of charge. Everything can be downloaded from the Irodori website, so you can put it in your phone, your mobile phone, and watch it, or print it out and use it. So audio files cannot only be downloaded, but can also be streamed from the site. Besides the 4 activities, Irodori includes some materials for grammar and kanji. There are also hiragana words and katakana words, word list, and answer key. You can find these resources on the website for free. In order to enjoy life in Japan, or even if you want to travel around Japan, it is nice and interesting to know about the culture in Japan. You can find some reading article at the end of every lesson in Irodori. For example, Japanese cuisine, tourist spot, annual event, and some tips for life in Japan. For your self-study, some materials are offered online for free. Irodori online course is an online course material based on Irodori. We recommend it as self-study material because it can be easily done on a mobile phone, tablet, and PC. There is audio, videos on each topic, and lots of practice tools. Irodori Filipino version is also available. We hope you all will make use of it. There is a test to measure the level of achievement of studying the 3 Irodori books. It is Japan Foundation Test for Basic Japanese, which called JFT Basic. As talked about earlier, the JFT Basic is also used as a test to measure the Japanese language proficiency needed to obtain the residential status of specified skilled worker. Please look at operation and method. So operation is CBT, computer-based testing by Prometric. So let's check the method, computer-based testing. So questions are set and answered on computers at test centers, Manila, Cebu, and Davao. In booths, test takers answers on the computer screen based on question display on the screen and audio played through the headphones. So let's check more. So frequency is maximum of 6 times a year. Test duration, 60 minutes with about 50 questions. Check the passing score. The range of the total score, 10 to 250 points. And then the passing score is 200 points. To learn more about the test, please check the website via this QR code and a link. So you have found a lot of information and links. This material that includes the links will be emailed to those who submit the survey. Thank you for listening. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Nui-san. Kinki-san, can you believe that all of these resources are available for learning Japanese and they're all for free?
Yeah, that's right. You can find that as what they have said a while ago and on their website. Just check it and you can get that for free.
Yes, we have.
Right.
So now we have told you about many things about care work in Japan.
Yeah.
You have also heard the stories of your seniors who are actually working in care facilities, right? So I think there are things that caught your attention, things that you would want to know more about. So now I would like to open the floor for your questions. Kindly wave your hands when your school's name is called, okay? So first off, we have Filipinas Healthcare Workers Training Center. Hi, everyone. Please wave your hands if you're called.
Wave your hands.
So does anyone have a question? Hi, what's your name?
My name is Alisa May.
Hi, Alisa May. What's your question?
My question is there an age limit for Filipino care workers?
So first of all, the application requirements to work in Japan as a care worker are different for each of the 4 programs that we have explained. However, there's no upper age limit to apply for any of these 4 programs. The employer or agency will ultimately decide whether or not to hire the applicant based on a comprehensive assessment of the applicant's aptitude as a care worker, as well as their Japanese language ability. Does that answer your question?
Arisa-san. Thank you, Arisa-san. Next, we would like to call on Emilio Aguinaldo College. Emilio Aguinaldo College, wave tayo. Galaw-galaw. Wave. Hello there. Hi. Can you ask who will ask question? Anyone? Yes, may I have your name, please?
I don't think
I don't think we can't hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. May we have your name, please?
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. Hi, Mary Jane. Nice to meet you. Yes, go ahead.
My question po is about the working hours po and if there's any day off for the workers.
Yeah, working hours. Yeah, in Japan, it is common to work 8 hours a day. So in caregiving facility, you need to take care of the users 24 hours a day. But therefore, caregivers often work in shifting. Yeah. In addition to the regular day shift, you may also work various shifts such as early shift and late shift. They may also be required to work at night shift, once you are accustomed to the job. So as for rest days, while in Japan, at least 1 day off per week is guaranteed by law. Nursing homes usually provide 2 days off per week or 8 days off per month. Mai-sang, Chen-sang,
Yes.
how about in your facility? Do you have the same situation?
In our facility, we usually work for 7 hours and 30 minutes po. And then our off days, we have, depende po sa month. The month. Sometimes we have like 8 days off in a month or 9 days off in a month. Sometimes 12 din po pag may holidays.
Holidays
Yes.
po.
So it depends on the facility,
Yes,
right?
facility.
I see.
Yung within every month po, meron po kaming privilege to request 3 days off kung kailan po namin gusto.
Oh, really? That's nice.
Yes. So, example po, may importante pong lakad ganon. So, we can request for 3 days off po. Yes.
In a month.
In a month
that's
per
nice.
month.
In a month, 3 days. Is that what? Free or
That's
paid leave?
Yes, paid. Everything is paid.
Really?
Off. Paid off or paid leave. Yes. So, okay, no problem po. Yes.
Nice to hear that. Yeah, pero hindi lahat ng facility is the same, right?
Yes,
It depends, no?
Pero kung meron po rin, I think it's meron po talagang
yung request
po.
of
Meron
yung
po
by law talaga, oo. So,
yes.
Yeah, I think so. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you very much, Shen-san, Mai-san. So it's nice to know that you can be flexible with your schedule.
Yeah.
It's not just that you just have to follow the schedule provided to you by the facility, right?
Yeah.
Because it's very important to know your schedule and be able to plan ahead to be able to rest well on your days off. So
Stress release.
Yes, exactly. So next, maybe call on St. Paul University from Quezon City.
St. Paul University, hi.
Hi, everyone. Does anyone have a question?
Uy, ang daming kumakaway. May mga question po sila.
Oh, someone's already standing up. Okay.
Oh.
There she is. Hi. What's your name?
My name is Carla.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Carla.
Carla.
Okay, Carla.
Hi, Carla-san.
Yeah,
So what's your question?
I want to ask about the visa process for foreign caregivers in Japan.
Okay, thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Yes. The procedures and documents required to obtain a visa to Japan differ for each of the 4 programs that we have explained. In each program, the sending agency will provide the necessary support in case you are going to apply for visa to Japan. Just follow the instructions of the sending agency to prepare the appropriate documents.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
But since we have still more time, can we ask another one from St. Paul? One question pa. Pwede pa. Go. Tanong po
Now's
tayo.
your chance.
It's your chance. Go ahead. Sino pa po magtatanong? Is there anybody who... Hi. Question pa po tayo. Hi.
Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon. May we have your name?
I'm Prince po.
Prince. Nice to meet you, Prince.
So, good afternoon po. My question is, how can a caregiver working in a caregiving facility or hospital obtain a nursing license?
Thank you for that question. Thank you for that wonderful question.
Miss Universe.
Okay, Miss Universe lang ang peg. So, in order to work as a nurse in Japan, you have to pass the Japanese national nursing examination and obtain a national qualification for nurse in Japan. So, there are several requirements to qualify for the national nursing examination. For example, you must be able to prove that you have completed a nursing education equivalent to that of a Japanese nursing school and that you have passed the national language proficiency tests and won Yung pinakamataas na level po yan ng JLPT N1. In addition, among 4 programs explained earlier, the EPA also has a program to come to Japan as a nursing candidate. I'm sure you heard about that, EPA. And so those who wish to obtain a Japanese nursing license have the option for applying for the EPA's nursing course. Every year po yan, you have to apply lang sa DMW. And that is free, as what I've said a while ago. Okay na tayo? Prince? Hi. Thank you sa question. Hi. Apply na tayo sa EPA ha. See you next batch. Hi. Hi, thank you. St. Paul University. Hi. So, that's all for so many questions. So, everyone, please fill out the questionnaire after this online seminar. You can also ask questions in the survey. So, please don't hesitate if you have anything you want to ask. Kahit na ano po. Then, after this seminar, please answer the questionnaire. And if you answer it, we will be sending you today's documents and materials for studying also. Join na po tayo. Send lang po tayo ng survey. Tapos, sa on December, meron pong free survey, merong free matching event ng SSW, which is explained a while ago, yung SSW, yung skilled worker, specialized skilled worker. Meron po silang matching event. So, kung mag-send kayo ng questions, if you ask the survey, yun po, we will send you the details and also the information. Hi.
So now there's only a little time left in the online seminar. So I hope you all became interested in working as a care worker in Japan. We also provided information and we'll be uploading the recording to Facebook, YouTube, and other media. Be sure to check it out and tell all your friends about it.
Yes. Please po, tell everything.
Tell everyone everything.
Yeah, everyone everything. Hi. So, hope you understand all about the care work in Japan. David?
Yes, as with any job, care work can be very challenging, but we hope that today's seminar would be able to help you to prepare for a very fulfilling career ahead of you.
Yeah. And Iguchi-san?
Hi. So medyo mahirap ang studying Japanese, pero kaya ninyo kasi kanina nag-aaral na kami. Nag-aaral na tayo.
Oh, yeah, tayo. Yeah, that's right.
Kailangan pa mag-aral.
More. Hindi, pwede.
Diba? So you are very welcome. So we are waiting for you in Japan. See you soon.
Yes. Sana po i-grab natin yung opportunity na to. Maraming free online that you can study Japanese. And also, the one that we told you a while ago about the EPA, that is also free. That is government-to-government program which helps our nurses and our care workers to work in Japan. But first, you have to apply at the DMW para makapag-join po tayo sa program. Grab po natin tong opportunity na to. Sayang po. Hi, see you all in Japan. No, in EPA pala. Okay, and also in Japan too, right? No, they did. Oh, yeah. So once again, we want to thank everyone for participating in today's online seminar. I hope that it was meaningful for all of you. Well then, bye everyone. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you, bye. Mai-san, Chen-san. Thank you. Emilia Aguinaldo College. St. Paul. Thank you, Paul.
Center.
We will send you all the answer.